Hello and welcome to Grand Slam Nitro, where the action just never seems to stop and always seems to continue. We've got a stacked fight card for you tonight, so without further ado, let's check in on what's happening. What's the word, Hummingbird?
Coming up in tonight's fight card, the New Blood melees continue as Wildfire takes on Rude Boy, Rampage and Icarus, all battling it out. Then the Retro Rebels semi-finals get underway as Really Big Cheese takes on Bigger Brother for a spot in the final. The World Championship qualifiers continue as Kasaii from India takes on the UK's Rapid. We have a Mayhem Beta taking on Mickey Mouse Operation and Unique, a little bit of a rematch there. And the rematches continue in tonight's main event. The Tag Team Terror, Dantomkia and Rapid have fought much, but how will Big Nipper and Magnetar get in the way?
Right, listen up newbies. It's war out there, so let's put on a good fight and try not to die. It's the New Blood. Best of luck.
Four brand new teams in the arena, but will there be new blood on the dance floor today? Well, let's find out and meet the teams.
From St Albans, Icarus.
A 4-bar flipper with 2-wheel drive, it looks very competent with powerful weapon and tricky Shremek, but will its wax wings melt when it gets too close to the sun? Careful, Icarus.
From London, Rude Boy.
A team of Scar fans designed this bot, Rude Boy, a front hinge flipper similar design to Icefire from RWA Rebirth, but I worry that the team are one step beyond!
From Epping, Rampage.
A good-looking flipper bot with 2 front tusks, hence the name Rampage. The team says it's strongly constructed, but its ground clearance is their weakness, and I think those wheels are a tad exposed.
From Medway, Wildfire.
Somewhat outnumbered by the field of flippers in this fight, it's a compact and nimble drum spinner, but it has exposed wheels, and that could prove an issue.
Roboteers, stand by.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Here we go then, first fight of the evening. It's Rude Boy and Icarus who are trying to get some sort of purchase on each other, but quite matched for ground clearance. Rampage, you can see there, trying to get a flip on Wildfire. Wildfire coming in on the side, and something has come flying off. I'm not sure what it was or where it came from. Rampage caught on the floor flipper. A trial by fire, really, needing to learn the arena hazards. It's Icarus who is in underneath. Rampage now getting down from the side wall, but coming back in for another hit. Wildfire just pummeling those sides, exposed ground clearance and wheels. A good flip there from Rude Boy. Icarus having to self-right and do so in fine style. They said that they were worried that their Shremek was a little bit tricky, a little bit cumbersome and didn't always work, but it seems to have there. Wildfire I think just bounced off of the front wedge of Icarus and turned itself over, but now back righted again thanks to Icarus. Rude Boy trying to get a flip in on something, anything, not managing it. We've not actually seen that flipper work properly. Only one good flip. That was a good one though. Rampage still in the corner, and Icarus being bullied by Wildfire, who's once again upside down, having to turn back over, and very nicely done. Gyro dancing its way back into the fight. A good flip now from Rude Boy. Icarus having to try himself right there. You can see that Shremek not working properly, pushed up against the arena button, has been pressed and the drum is spinning. What will happen there? Will anything happen there? We'll have to wait and see. Icarus, you saw self-righting eventually. They managed to dance their way across half the arena before doing so, though. Rampage coming in for another look on Wildfire, but Wildfire coming in for an attack. And that flipper doesn't seem to be coming back down to the ground. It's definitely up in the air and damaged. Now that flipper is useless. What are they going to do? Icarus now in underneath, getting them caught on the drum and pinned up against the drum motor. That is very interesting. I wonder if they can get down from there. That flipper is a little bit bust and broken. Rude Boy pushing Wildfire around. Can't get underneath the ground clearance. Or can it? Yes, it can. Flipped onto the floor flipper and bouncing across the arena, very nearly out of the arena, but they're on their back, and I don't see a way down for them from there. They haven't got a way down. They've got a flat surface on their backside. They need something more curved. A flip from Rude Boy nearly saw Icarus out of the arena, and another. Icarus will have to self-right, and I think it could just be Rude Boy and Icarus left in the battle. And for me, Icarus, though has had a few issues with self-righting, has had very good attacks throughout this fight. Another one you saw there with the wonderful message of who did that on the bottom of Rude Boy. Enjoyed that greatly. We love to see your little messages on the bottom of the robots. Please keep adding them. Icarus now in underneath Rude Boy in a good flip, caught on top of Rampage, who is now freed from the drum. And what are you doing still driving around there? No, you're out of the fight. This is between Rude Boy and Icarus. And it's Rude Boy struggling to self-right this time round. Icarus coming in for a look, but cease called. And it will go to the judges. This is going to be a very tight one. I don't know why Rampage is celebrating. You're out. Well, a judge's decision it is, and just to reiterate, Rampage and Wildfire are out. The judges have clarified that before even starting their decision-making process, so it is just between these two flipper bots, the 4-bar flipper and the front hinge. We saw Icarus take some hits from Wildfire earlier on, and that will be damage points against them. Rude Boy didn't really suffer any damage in this fight, using their flipper to great use, activating the drum and helping out in the final dispatch of Rampage later on, so that will count in their favour. Good control, good aggression. Icarus though, a KO to their name, managing to flip Rampage up onto our drum spinner of doom. A few flips here and there. It was Rude Boy who put Wildfire onto the floor flipper, which eventually saw them KO'd. They were on their back on the floor flipper. Had they not been there like that, I don't think they'd have landed the way they did. So that could be accredited to Rude Boy, a knockout either way. And Rude Boy, I think, dominated the majority of the fight. However, Icarus came back very strong at the end. A few very good and well-timed flips, and Rude Boy was in all sorts of issues. It won't look good for them on the judges' card. We'll have to wait and see which way it goes.
Well, the judge's decision is coming in, of course, based on damage, control, and aggression. And I think it's somewhat controversial. They've given it to Rude Boy. Well done to the Rude Boy team. They go through to the New Blood finals. Unlucky, very unlucky, I would say, to Icarus, who go out. That is a real shame for them. Hopefully we will get to see more of them in the future, though. But well done to Rude Boy, flipping their way to the next round. Now, I think it's about time that we talked about the Retro Rebels. Yes, over the last few episodes we've seen them battling it out in some, group battles. No more. This is the first of our semi-finals. It's getting serious.
Out of the group stages and into the semi-finals. Let's meet our two teams.
From Langport, Wheelie Big Cheese.
The Grand Fromage, as you may want to call it, I don't, is a powerful weapon, full body flipper, but it does have exposed wheels. They last fought in episode 2 of Grand Slam Nitro, where they dispatched of Pussycat and Sir Chromalot, with the help of course, Wild Thing, who we'll see later on in the second of our semi-finals. This could be one to watch, for sure.
From Brighton, Bigger Brother.
Yes, Bigger Brother, the never-dying flipper, is a very clever machine, but a limited CO2 supply on board. That's true of both machines in this fight, however. We saw them dispatch of both Cedric Slammer and Hypnodisc, and a very impressive performance from them and Fluffy, who we'll see later on as well. Out of the arena for Hypnodisc, Revenge had most certainly, and then Cedric Slammer got tossed all around before the monkey went too.
Roboteers, stand by.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
A green light for go and permission to flip each other off. And I mean that in the most innocent of ways, of course. Bigger Brother getting the opening early interactions and doing well from it, flipping Wheelie Big Cheese into the top corner, missed by the floor flipper, however. Wheelie Big Cheese mistiming a flip after self-righting. They won't want to make that sort of mistake. A little flip from them. We know they can do bigger. We've seen it before. We saw it in their last fight as well. Bigger Brother trying to get a flip in. They mistime one as well. Just missing the backside of Wheelie Big Cheese. Now coming round, and they have learned from that mistake, flipping Wheelie Big Cheese over, and they will have to self-right. Struggling to, though, is Wheelie Big Cheese, using up that valuable CO2. They won't want to do that because there is a limited supply, of course, on board. A good flip from Wheelie Big Cheese. Bigger Brother goes over, and again, that's a better flip from Wheelie Big Cheese. That's more of the Wheelie Big Cheese we know and love. Flipping things all around the arena. We saw it in classic Robot Wars. That was a weird move from Wheelie Big Cheese, up on their wheels, rearing up and getting over the top of Bigger Brother. They don't want to be there. That was a big one, though, against the outer wall, and very close to going out of the arena. Landing well, though, is Bigger Brother, and another good flip. and just timing them nicely. Another one as well. Bigger Brother has Wheelie Big Cheese over again. Now coming back on the attack is Wheelie Big Cheese, and a flip once again, very close to going out of the arena and out of the entire arena, over the top wall. We saw him bounce off the top corner. That's impressive. That's the biggest flip in Grand Slam Nitro for sure. Wowee, I am excited to see what Wheelie Big Cheese can do. Will they continue on in the battle, in the fight, in the series? We will have to wait and see. Some more good flips from them though, using that CO2 supply wisely now. Having to self-right again. They can do that, but again, it is using up that CO2. Bigger Brother flipping towards the other side out of the arena zone. That's 3 times we've seen them head for the same sort of area. It's an interesting strategy. I wonder what they're trying to achieve there. But it's Wheelie Big Cheese getting in underneath again and again. Bigger Brother just being cornered and bullied now. They don't seem to be driving all that well either, or are they? Turning back round, getting some flips in, or trying to at least. Mistiming one. Oh, very close to going out over that sort of low wall. And Bigger Brother could have seen the victory there, but didn't quite get it. Needed to be a bit closer to that corner to get Wheelie Big Cheese over and out. We'll try it again though. They are trying again, as you can see, flipping that same strategy. Get them over, go for the backside, and try and flip them out of the arena in any way, shape or form they can. That was a lovely little spiral through the air though from Wheelie Big Cheese. Bigger Brother caused that one. Now back underneath properly, and a huge flip once again. That was definitely taller than the top Lexan, but not out of the arena still. Another good flip from Wheelie Big Cheese. They've still got plenty in the tax. They're still squaring up to Bigger Brother, who goes flying again out of camera frame. This is impressive from them. Really, really impressive. Now squaring up once again, but cease called. No time for another big flip, but take a bow. Bigger Brother and Wheelie Big Cheese. That was an impressive fight, and it goes to the judges. Here's what the judges are going to be looking at. 2 awesome flippers doing a flipping awesome job, if I don't say so myself. This was a really fun fight, and possibly my favourite of the whole series so far. Flips all around the arena. Wheelie Big Cheese nearly getting an out of the arena over the top Lexan. That would be impressive if they could manage that, if they go through of course, or at some point later on down the line. We've not seen it yet in this new Lexan covered arena, but we look forward to seeing it potentially in the future. We know they can get those flips. Bigger Brother did very, very well as well, but I feel that Bigger Brother is the one that's going to be going out. For me, Wheelie Big Cheese.
Judge's decision coming in, and of course they've given it to Wheelie Big Cheese. Well done to the Grand Fromage. I said I wasn't going to call them that, but never mind. They're through to the Retro Rebels final there to face the winner of the next match, which we will see later on in the series. Stay tuned for that one, of course. Now, it's international time, and there is international pride on the line for Team UK. Will Rapid win out? We're about to find out.
An interesting matchup of India versus the UK. It's the time we've all been waiting for. Will the UK do us proud? Let's find out.
Representing India, Kasaii.
This horizontal-ish spinner, it's sort of diagonally based, but it's got a very low centre of gravity. Its weakness, however, is self-righting. It doesn't have a Shremek.
Representing the United Kingdom, Rapid.
Rapid, we know, a very competent machine. Second place in Grand Slam Series 2 and has done very well in other FMRW tournaments as well as in Robot Wars itself.
Roboteers, stand by.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Kasaii getting spun up to speed very quickly. The new machine that Rapid will have to be very careful of. This spinner angled down and can hit that wedge, as you've just seen there. Flicked away was Rapid. I wonder what damage was caused by that spinner on Kasaii. It looks very good indeed. It's a very nice looking machine as well, Kasaii, I must say. Very spiky, very colourful, sort of looks like it's been covered in powder paint. Very nice, but flipped over by Rapid. Very close to going out of the arena already, but down. Good driving from Kasaii. This is a brand new team in Robot Combat, I should also add. They've not competed before and are doing very well against an absolute legend in Rapid here. And now upside down again, however. Rapid pushing them around the arena, showing them around, showing them the ropes. The arena button press, the drum is spinning, as you can see. Rapid coming about, looking at Kasaii, thinking it could go out of the arena, and it has. There it goes. Kasaii have gone, and Rapid will progress through to the International Special at the end of the series. Well done to the team. UK through.
Well, they call them Rapid for a reason. Out they go in a flash. Kasaii, unfortunate. Rapid go through, and it will be great to see the UK represented in the International Special later on in the series. But now I think I am ready to go absolutely crazy. It's mayhem time!
Madness and mayhem, we like to go crazy. And let's meet the three teams that agree completely and wholeheartedly with us.
From Greenwich, Unique.
A true legend of FMRW. Unique, the full body spinner, has 360 degrees of attack, but it is immobile if it's inverted, and it's pretty in pink this season.
From Chroma, Mickey Mouse Operation.
Mickey Mouse Operation returns slightly changed from the last time we saw it. It now features two prongs on top, those mandibles come down, and it can of course self-right from any angle.
From Oxford, Beta.
It's out with the old and in with the new for John Reed and Team Beta. Terahertz now retired, this hammer should do well to replace it. It's got tough defences.
Roboteers, stand by.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Unique, very quick to get up to speed, bounced across the arena, pinballing already. Mickey Mouse Operation has a wedge just good enough to deflect that. Now caught on the floor flipper, and Beta caught underneath. Released, though the floor flipper has had a fix since his last fault, catching a robot in its jaws. Now Beta grabbing hold of the back end of Mickey Mouse Operation while Unique gets back up to speed. Now used as a battering ram. Mickey Mouse Operation by Beta. Very nice tactics, John Reed. The Beta team there using that hammer to good advantage and getting those good hits in now on Unique, being held in place by Mickey Mouse Operation. That's excellent teamwork from the two hammers. Now back up to full spinning speed. Beta coming in for a look, turned over. And Unique, the legends, they've gone. They're upside down and they have no self-righting mechanism. That is them cooked. They're out of it. Now it's just Beta and Mickey Mouse Operation, who, let's be honest, have been bullying Unique throughout this battle. Flipped again on the floor flipper. Beta swinging, though, at a prime opportunity to stay on their wheels. Mickey Mouse Operation having to use some CO2 there to turn themselves back over. Now trying to get a good grip on them. Back and forth, the hammers swing. Whose is the more powerful? Well, from the footage we've seen so far, I would imagine it's Beta's. They don't seem to move when they swing that hammer over. You see Mickey Mouse Operation throw itself. There you go. Exactly what I was talking about. While Beta just sits still in place using those magnets to just hold itself down and get the most out of that hammer. It's a very clever system and one that works stupendously well. Mickey Mouse Operation coming in for a good push though, holding that hammer at bay, managing to just grab a hold of the hammer arm and not let it move or swing onto them. And again, Mickey Mouse Operation, of course, mainly all frame. You got to wonder what's bending and buckling, but they're not having the internals hit by that hammer, which could jar them loose. It's a very good machine, Mickey Mouse Operation. We've seen it do very, very well before in the Grand Slam. Came very close to defeating Apollo previously, of course. Good friends of the Apollo team with the Beta team. Maybe had a word in their ear how to face Mickey Mouse Operation. It's a difficult machine to attack, and you can see there just holding Beta back once again. Now Beta coming in for a few more swings of the hammer. Mickey Mouse Operation trying to hold that hammer in place. They know how to fight the hammers. In fact, this is a rematch. We saw this fight previously in the Grand Slam versus RWA Fight Night special event that happened over on Anderson's channel. Now pushed into the arena button. The drum is spinning. In that battle, we saw Mickey Mouse Operation take a judge's decision victory. Will Beta get revenge here? We shall have to wait and see. Mickey Mouse Operation making good use of the arena hazards though. Beta caught on the drum, turning themselves over to get out of danger, I think there. Now self-righting, caught a little bit in Mickey Mouse Operation. C's called, and it does indeed go again to the judges. Who will it go in favour of this time though? We shall have to wait and see. Well, a complete lack of respect for the legends. Unique pinballed around the arena early on. I think the two hammers sensed the threat that Unique possessed and saw to them very nicely. Of course, Beta using that sturdy front wedge just to bounce them off of, and it was in fact Unique who defeated themselves, really. We saw good use of that hammer from Beta throughout the match, swinging, getting some good hits in on Mickey Mouse Operation. Mickey Mouse Operation didn't really retaliate for the first part of this match, however, came back reasonably strong towards the end. We saw a match earlier on see the robot that did the more work earlier on get the judge's decision. Will we see that again here? We shall have to wait and see as the judges still make their mind up. But for me, this could go either way.
Well, the judge's decision is in, and they have given it to Beta. The Hammerbot of John Reed goes through to the Annihilator later in the series. It's not long until that, so look forward to it in the coming episodes. For now, though, it's time to turn to our main event. The tag team champions are back, and they're here to defend their crown. Let's see how they got to there they are.
So our champions Team Top Dog returned to the arena. This is how they managed to claim their title in the tag team special back at Christmas 2018. Tornado started out strong for Team Talk. Big Nipper really struggled for Team Top Dog. However, Dan Tomkier coming back strong and taking the team to victory by pinning the teams in place. And they win the title. Can they defend it though? We shall have to wait and see. It's time for the main event. So there you can see our two teams lining up in the arena. It's time to go down there and meet them.
Team Relentless, Magnetar and Rapid.
Second time out for Rapid tonight. They claimed that if you beat them, they'll give you a job. And while that didn't quite happen for Magnetar, they did certainly form a team together and fight in China.
Reigning tag team champions, Team Top Dog, Dan Tomkier and Big Nipper.
All rise for the Kings. Big Nipper and Dan Tomkier had the perfect synergy to go all the way in the last tag team tournament. Can they defend their title this year?
Roboteers, stand by.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And Big Nipper getting up to speed very quickly in the opening stages of this fight. It's interesting they've come out first, I think wanting to prove something that they are worthwhile in this tag team. And this new rebuilt version looks very competent indeed. This vertical spinner on the front has already hit Rapid about, but Rapid coming back strong. Now getting back over is Big Nipper, having been flipped over by the silver and gold machine. Rapid, a very, very competent robot, of course, representing the UK. And the rest of the world will be taking notes in this fight, I'm sure. Being flipped again is Big Nipper. Rapid is now taking them into the corner CBZ. That is where Magnetar is, and they can come in for an attack as well. Attacking the front end of Rapid, that's not overly clever, but now coming in for some good hits on Big Nipper, who self-rights again, coming back around and just meeting front on. The two front ends very close, but Big Nipper gets the better of that interaction. Riding up on top is Magnetar, being hit off by that vertical spinner of Big Nipper. Very nice indeed, and there's a tag. Big flip there from Dan Tomkier, who comes into the battle. Having to self-right is Magnetar, and over and out! Well, we'll see that one again in super slow motion. Dan Tomkier straight in, Magnetar straight out. Excellent stuff from Dan Tomkier, and now it sets us up lovely for a little rematch. A rematch of these two robots, Rapid and Dan Tomkier, who have fought more times in Fan-Made Robot Wars than any other two robots. These two are old rivals, and they've got scores to settle dating back to the Dark Ages. A good flip there from Dan Tomkier, tries to get Rapid over and out already. Rapid retaliating or mistiming the flip. A big one from Dan Tomkier turns them and Rapid upside down, caught on the floor flipper, but righted by that floor flipper. Rapid failing to self-right, and it's Big Nipper who comes back in, and excellent tag teaming from Team Top Dog. Big Nipper now coming in for some good hits. Another big one from them on that backside of Rapid. Rapid cannot get Big Nipper over. It's quite a large machine, but it carries that weight well. Another big hit. That vertical spinner causing all sorts of damage and problems for Rapid. Rest of the world, take note. This is how you're going to take us down, I think. Big Nipper now pushing into the top. CPZ tagging once again. Dan Tomkia coming into the battle. This is phenomenal stuff from the tag team champions. Now coming in for a look on Rapid once again. And out of the arena goes Rapid. Well, it's all over. Team Top Dog have done it once again. They're through to the next round of the tag team championship. Well done to Big Nipper and Dan Tomkia. A truly phenomenal fight.
Team Top Dog come out on top and win out over Team Relentless. They are through to the next round of the tag team. We look forward to seeing our champions continue their path to glory, perhaps once again. Will they do it? Plenty more teams will try and stop them. You'll have to wait and see. For now though, it's the end of the episode, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, do subscribe to the channel, and be sure to not miss more Grand Slam Nitro next week. Until then, bye bye.